Hey girls, it's Marie Tagbo, and today I wanted to talk about a very important topic that I've seen a lot of people ask questions about, that I have struggled with, that everybody needs help with eventually, and that is how to be confident. Now, some people may seem naturally confident. Some people, like extroverts, they seem really more naturally confident talking to people and expressing themselves and being out there. But truthfully, everybody deals with insecurities. Everybody has the same problems that we all do. So that is one thing to take in mind when you're talking to somebody, is that everybody is struggling with something. It doesn't matter who it is, it's just human nature. Everybody has a problem. Everybody doubts themselves sometimes. Everybody has struggles. Everybody. Doesn't matter who it is. Everybody you're gonna meet is going to have some level of insecurity or problems in their life. Sorry about the noise. There's a vacuum cleaner going on. So I'm not going to say here's 10 steps to becoming absolutely confident, and once you do these things you will become the most confident person in the world. You will never have doubts, you will never have insecurities, you will never fear ever again. That's definitely not what this video is about. This video is kind of showing you how I gain confidence. You know, a lot of people ask, how can I get confidence for acting? How can I get confidence to talk to people? I'm shy, I'm scared of public speaking, I'm nervous in front of people. So this is what I know and what I think about and what I do in order to overcome that. So the first thing about confidence is knowing your strengths and weaknesses. Understanding where you're strong at, what you're good at, because you are good at something. Knowing what you're good at and believing that you are good in that. And knowing what you are bad at and accepting that you're bad at it. So, for example, I know that I am talented in acting and writing, and I'm a creative person. I love to write, to create, to film, all sorts of things. But I also know that I am not a very athletic person. I can't do certain things that that other girls my age can do. And I just have to accept that both things are true about myself, and to accept that it's part of who I am. So accept who you are, and know that don't lie to yourself about who you are. Don't say, oh, I'm so horrible. You're not. You have talents and you have strengths that God gave you, and you have weaknesses, and you have things that you're not so good at. And you've got to know both of those things, and you've got to accept them. So when a person says, oh, you're not good at this, you're like, yeah, I know, I'm not good at that, but I also am good at this. And being bad at something doesn't make you a bad person. Being confident is also knowing who you are in Christ. That whatever you do, whatever happens to you, whatever other people say about you, it doesn't change who you are in Christ. And it doesn't change who you are. Even if you don't believe in Christ, it doesn't change who you are. What other people say, what other people think about you won't change who you are. It has nothing to do with you. Even if they're right, it still doesn't have anything to do with you, you know? So you can choose what criticism you accept. And that kind of leads me to my second thing. Yes, you most certainly will be rejected. Maybe you go to audition and they say you're horrible. Yes, that can happen. You will be talked about. People will talk about you and say, oh, this girl does this, and she's like this, and oh, behind your back. Yes, you will be scorned, mocked, teased, criticized, ridiculed. Those things just happen. And if they happen to everybody, because it's just human nature. Human nature is to talk about other people and to point out things that are wrong with other people. So these things will happen to you. You will be rejected. But rejection isn't a big deal. It has nothing to do with who you are. Because you are rejected, because you are talked about, has nothing to do with who you are. Because a casting director or an agent didn't like your performance, or maybe you had a bad audition, or maybe you messed up on stage or in the theater, or maybe you forgot your lines, or maybe you messed up in a speech, and I don't know. Those things will happen to you. They've happened to me before. It has nothing to do with change who you are. It still doesn't mean you're a bad person. So that's what you've got to understand, is whatever happens to you, they're mistakes that you do, and mistakes that everybody makes and things that everybody will say about you, but it doesn't change who you are. So knowing who you are and your strengths and weaknesses will help you to pick out and ignore criticism. And sometimes you can ask your family members for help on this, because your family members understand who you are. Even your parents, they know you the best. And you might think they don't understand you, but they do. They really, really do, because they see you from another point of view which you can't even see yourself. Your family members understand who you are, and they can help you pick out and ignore criticism that's really just not true. That's really not true. You know, people have been told in the acting industry that they're too fat to act, that they're too ugly, that they're too tall, too skinny, everything. I'm pretty sure everything's been told to those famous actors that you see up there that they can't do stuff. But that didn't stop them, so why should it stop you? I'm pretty sure one of those actors has messed up on their lines before. But that doesn't affect them, and it doesn't have to affect you. So you choose what affects you. When you make a mistake, move on from it. You made the mistake, so you accept that you made the mistake. You accept, okay, I did this wrong, and you understand what you can do better, and then you move on. The thing I realize is that most of the time, when I make a mistake, I think people are still thinking about it. Every time they see me, oh, this girl made the mistake. Oh, this girl did this. Oh, she's the one who did this. So what if they think that about me? Sure, they can think that about me, because you don't know what they're thinking. But what does that change about me? Just because I made a mistake, does it mean I'm a bad person? Does it change who I really am? No, it doesn't. And even if those people are thinking about that certain thing about you, it doesn't really change who you are. And even when you make a mistake, most people forget about it. Most people are too busy thinking about themselves and their mistakes to even be thinking about your mistake. Oh, they might remember it once in a while, but honestly, they're not thinking about your mistake. And practice being confident, because confident isn't something you learn, it's something you do, and it's something you act. The saying, fake it till you make it, is just so true. You just fake being confident. I'm a confident person, I can go out and do this. So when you see an audition and you think, oh, I could be right for the part, but I'm just not good enough. So what? You will never be good enough if you don't try. You have to start doing something. Even if you do just a tiny little thing, it's better than doing nothing. So it shouldn't be all or nothing, you know. It should be, let's try this and take a risk. Let's say you see an audition. Go, do as many auditions as you can. Speak in front of people as many times as you can. Even if you mess up and you stumble over all your words and you sound horrible. As long as you know that you are a kind person, a gentle person, and a nice person to people, and you understand what's right and what's wrong, then you know the difference between the two, and you treat people with respect, that's what really matters. It doesn't matter how pretty you are or how well you can sing or how well you can dance, because all those things eventually change. Being able to move on from mistakes matters so much in an audition. If you are reading your lines and you mess up and you just pick up from where you left and move right along, the director actually likes that, because they see that you are confident in yourself. Because if you're not confident in yourself, how are they going to be confident in you, and how are they going to trust that you can do the job if you don't even think that you can do the job? So instead of saying, oh, I'm so sorry, can I start over? Just move right along. It makes the audition go so much more smoothly, and it helps you not break character. If you just stumble over a little word in your line or you forget a whole line, it's not a big deal. You know, the directors understand how you feel. A lot of directors have been actors themselves once, and they understand how you feel. If you move on, they'll move on. So, but if you don't move on, and if you're just staying there and, oh, I messed up, oh no, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I just messed up. That's what they're gonna be feeling. They're gonna be feeling that energy coming off of you, of, oh no, what am I gonna do? And the confusion, and that's just going to color their opinion of you. So be confident in yourself, trust yourself, and learn to stop thinking about what other people think. Just block that and think about what God thinks and about what you think. That's kind of all the notes for this video that I've had. If you guys have any questions, leave it below. This was a really fun video to do. I hope this video helped. I really hope it does, and I hope you learned a lot. So yes, alrighty guys, I'm going to be going. I have things to do, like dinner. So I will see you guys in my next video. Ciao.